Alrighty, guys, welcome. This is your host, 90 Jester. Welcome back to 2011 St. Louis Cardinals replay. Game number 25 versus Houston. I can't remember if I actually played game 24 online or not, um, which was on April 27th. But it was a great game if you're a Pujols or Cardinal fan, as Albert Pujols slammed 3 home runs and had 4 RBIs for the Cardinals, who won 17-9. So I couldn't remember, so I thought I would at least show you guys that, and if you guys wanted to look at the stats. So there you go. All right, that's it. I just wanted to show you that. Here's our record here. As you can see, give us our overall record, which would be super nice somewhere. I guess not. All right, so let's pop back into normal mode here as I bring up the next game, which will be Thursday, April 28th, 2011. It's a night game, St. Louis at Houston. We're going to play the days, and we're not going to let you see who wins. And we'll let the computer manage. That's fine. Here we go. And away we go. So that's how simple that is. All right, so we're back in and ready to go. Hopefully everyone out there is ready to go. So starting lineups, Descalso. Yes, Descalso. Danny's moving up to the number 1 spot. Second baseman, 286 average for the Cardinals. Then Freeze is at third. Pujols is at first. Holiday's at left. Berkman's in right. Rasmus is in center. Rasmus goes all the way down to, what is that, 7th position. 6th position, actually. Laird is the catcher today. Then Tyler Green's the shortstop. And then pitching today, right-hander Kyle McClendon for the Cardinals. For your Houston Astros, it's Michael Bourne, double A stealer, starts off things off, 286 average, and he plays center field. Sanchez is in short. Henner Pence is in right. Carlos Lee's in left. Wallace is at first. Hall is at second. Johnson's at third. Who is it? It's catching today. That is going to be, oh yes. Wow, look at this name. Talk about trying to butcher this thing. Are you ready for that? It's going to be Humberto Quintero. Probably said that wrong, and I'm sure Quentin Parks is pulling more of his hair out. That's all right. He doesn't have much left to pull, so. All right, so we're going to get things started here. Game number 25 of the season for the Cardinals. So, Descalso, the lefty, versus Figueroa, the right-hander. That is a 1-7 righty, 1-7 ground ball. That one's hit to Hall at second base. He's going to pick it up and throw it over to first in time. And that's going to go a 4-3 put out. And that brings up David Freese. David Freese, batting .317 on the season. Much better than, well, I guess not much better. He did bat .297 in real life. He's got 4 home runs, which is much better than his 10 that he had in real life. So let's see if David Freese can handle the right-hander Nelson Figueroa. 3-8. And he's a right-hander. 3-8 is going to be a single. That one's going to fall in front of Pence in right field. And David Freese is on with a 1-out single. Not much of a threat to steal. So he will just probably stand there and let Albert Pujols hit him in. If Albert Pujols can get another 3-run home run day, that would be awesome. So Albert Pujols against Nelson Figueroa. That's a 5'11 righty. 5'11 is ground ball. That one's hit to first base X. That's Wallace. He's a 4'11 and Oh, Mr. ID Jester, you have failed me for the last time as you did not have the charts available. Wow. All right, so we'll put this chart over here, and we're going to put this one, the left fielder chart, right next to it. And then I have this chart over here. There we go. All righty, so I'll feel a little bit better now that I got my charts out. All right, so it's first baseman. He's a 4'11" on the range chart. Let's see if he can get to it. He's not very quick. It's a hot shot down the line. That is a 20. He's going to get to that no problem. Backhand stab as it heads down the line. That is a 14, though, on an E11 at first base. First base, 11, and no 14. That's too bad. I don't like to have that. But let's see what happens now with the 20 on the 4 is going to be a G1. That's probably going to be a double play. Yes, it is. We'll call that a 3-6-3 double play, and we'll call it a day. Albert lines it down the line, but making a better play out there at first base is going to be Wallace. We'll call that 3-6, and then probably back to first baseman. That's fine. And that's going to do for the Cardinals. Then we move on. Michael Bourne is coming up. Michael Bourne. We haven't talked about the pitchers much, but let's do that, shall we? Kyle McClendon, 4.67 ERA, 0.00 so far. 17 innings, give up 20 hits, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, no home runs. And the batter, Michael Bourne, 297 average. He's got 4 walks, 18 strikeouts, 10 stolen bases. That's a 312, and McClendon is a righty, so 312 is hit by the pitch plus an injury. That would have been nice to have injuries. But he's hit by the pitch, and then he's going to try to probably steal here. Laird is a +1, McClendon's a -1, so they cancel one another out. And then -2 for being held on his double-A. His double-A is a 17. So it's going to drop down to what? A 15. 1 to 15. He's going to go for it. And he's going to get that. That's a 2 or a 12. And it's going to be a stolen base. So stolen base by Michael Bourne. And he continues his good output of stolen bases. So he's on second for Sanchez. Angel Sanchez. Shortstop. Batting 227. 110, and that is going to be a pop-up. That's in the infield. Green, the shortstop, comes over. He calls everyone off and makes the catch. So, a good play there by the Cardinals to get Sanchez out and not let the runner advance at all. Hunter Pence is up. He's batting 221. He's got 3 doubles, a triple, and 3 home runs, 10 RBIs. He's got 7 walks, 22 strikeouts for another 3-9. 3-9 is a single, 2 stars, and then Bourne's going to come around. They're waving him on, and Hunter Pence with an RBI. And Houston takes a 1-0 lead. I'm sorry, I got to undo that play as I only moved the runner 1 space. Let's try that again. Don't want to rip him off. Single, scoring. Hunter Pence, let's see, what is steal rating? He's a C. They're going to hold him on. They can hold him on. C rating. Season 11, lose 2, so he go down to a 9. He's probably not going to go anywhere. Another one off. We haven't seen McClendon's card yet. 1-7. That's a ground ball. That one's hit to short. Green comes in barehand, throws to get Descalso. Descalso turn and throws to Pujols in time. 6-4-3 double play. Definitely what the Cardinals needed after giving that leadoff hit by the pitch, and then the stolen base, and then the single, and trying to get into this game. Now they're into it. We go to the top of the second, 1-0 Houston. And that brings up Matt Holliday. Let's talk about Nelson first. Nelson Figueroa. He's 0-1 with a 9.17 ERA. Pitched 18 innings. He's given up 32 hits, 12 walks, 18 strikeouts, and 2 home runs. Matt Holliday is 274 on the season. He's got 4 doubles and 4 home runs, 9 RBIs. He's walked 7 times, he's struck out 13 times so far. Big Matt Holliday. Let's scoot this over a little bit. Another one off the batter's card. 3-5. Nelson's a right-hander. 3-5, and he walked him. So Matt Holliday looked at a pitch and decided he didn't like it, and the ump called it a ball. So he'll take the base. Steeler, they're not even going to hold him on. Brings up Lance Berkman. And Lance used to have the home run lead, but with Albert's 3 the other day, he's now only in second place on the team with 7 home runs. He's batting .273 though, 10 walks, 11 strikeouts. Lance Berkman. And finally get one off the pitcher's card. That is a 6'8"? He's going to be a switch, he sets a lefty. 6'8". He walked him, so back-to-back walks to start the inning, and you cannot do that with the Cardinals. They will make you pay one way or the other. So that brings up Colby Rasmus. Colby batting .242 on the season. He's got 8 doubles, only 1 triple, 1 home run, 11 RBIs. He's walked 11 times and struck out 20 times. So lefty versus righty. That's a 1-5, and that against a right-hander 1-5. And that's going to be a single in the right field. Holliday, they were not holding Holliday, but Hunter Pence has got a -3 arm. Good Lord. I think that's going to load the bases with nobody out. We're not going to send Holliday. He's kind of slow anyways. But that loads the bases for Laird, the catcher today. And Nelson Figueroa. Defense is going to play in. Do they give up the run and try to get a double play? They're going to play. They're not holding anybody on, and they're going to play in. They're not holding anybody on, and they're going to play in. I think you can do that. 5, and that is a 7-5-7 righty. 5-7. That's a ground ball. Second base X. So that's Hall. He's a 4E23. Good thing he wasn't holding anyone on. A 4 and a 9. That's going to be dangerous. Really glad that he wasn't holding anyone on because that is a G3 with the pound sign. And that's going to be a 12 on an E23. He's the second baseman. E23, and there's an 11 and a 17 and a 5, but no 12. That's unfortunate. That is really, really unfortunate. Infield in. It's going to be a double play 2-3. The ball is hit. If the ball is hit to the pitcher, catcher, and infielder is positioned in, and the result is a home to first double play. Runners are first to second move up. Otherwise, oh my gosh, good play there by Houston. That is going to be your 4-2-3 double play. And that's going to be, let's see, so that's going to be ground out. Laird is out. Rasmus is going to go to second. Berkman's going to go to third. Holliday is out. And it's going to be 4-2, and then on to first. So 4-2-3 double play. And ouch, that one hurts. That one hurts badly. Tyler Green. Tyler's batting .389. He's a shortstop today. He's only had 18 at-bats, kind of a pull-in player when we need him. He does have a double, 4 RBIs, walked 4 times. He's stolen 4 bases, and he does have, he's walked 4 times, he's struck out 4 times, and he does have 2 stolen bases. So the 2 walks haven't hurt Figueroa yet. That's a 2-7. That's a fly ball. That one's going out to left field. And Lee's going to make the catch. And that is going to retire the side. And the Cardinals with bases loaded with nobody out, and they fail to score. Ow. That can hurt you later on in the game. Brent Wallace is back. He's up. First baseman. He's only batting 176 on the season. 3 home runs, though. He's got 7 walks, 17 strikeouts. Tabletop Sports Delaware's in the house. 3-8. 3-8. And that one is in the inside corner and cold third strike. So Kyle McClendon gets the strikeout. That's nice to see. Brings up Matt Downs. No. B Hall should be up. Where's B Hall? Do we not have B Hall's card? Yeah, maybe we put him on a position. So let's try that. Bill Hall's up against McClendon. 6-7. He's a right-hander. 6-7, and that's going to be a single. I was going to bounce in front of Berkman, and nothing he can do about that one. That is a single. He's a C stealer, so we'll hold him on. That brings up Johnson. Chris Johnson. I don't know why we have Matt Downs. Downs isn't even in this game. Yeah, he's on Houston. He must have been stuck together with some of the other cards. Maybe that's why. I don't know. Anyways, it's Chris Johnson. How's it going, brother? I'm just doing good. How about you, man? Good to see you. Hall. We didn't look at Hall, did we? Yeah, he's the C stealer. That's a 1-9. No sense in risking it. C Johnson. Chris. That's a 1-8 and fly ball. That one's headed out to Berkman in right field. He's going to take a few steps in, makes the catch. Fly out to right field. And that brings up Humberto Quintero, the catcher. He's batting 189 in the season, 3 doubles. He's got 2 RBIs. He's kind of a backup player as well. He's got 11 strikeouts, no walks. That's a 5-3. He's a right-hander, 5-3, and that one is hit well. Quintero, no, it's not hit that well. He's got weak power. Otherwise, that was gone. 5-3 is a very bad spot for Kyle McClendon, but it is going to be a single, and I believe it's a 2 stars when it's not a home run. So going to third is going to be Hall. So Quintero gets a hold of one. He just can't oomph it out of the stadium. And that brings up the pitcher spot with 2 outs, though. And Nelson Figueroa is using card number 1. He's not very good. He is a weak right-hander. So hopefully McClendon can get through this here and hit it foul. Captain Carl, what's going on, my friend? Yes, it's a single 2 stars, says Captain Carl. All right. Thank you, buddy. Things are good. Got 1919 APBA on the way. Oh, nice. Nice. 1919 APBA. Wow. I have to check that out. Is it uploaded on your channel yet? 410. That's not good because we want it off the pitcher's card. 410. He is a righty, though. Thank God. That's going to be a fly ball. It's going out to Holiday in left field. He's going to make the catch, and that's going to retire the side. So, fortunately, the almost home run by Quintero didn't cost the Cardinals anything else. McClendon's due up. He is a weak right-hander himself. He uses card number 2. Kyle McClendon. That's a 110. And that's off of his card. That's going to be a strikeout. So McClendon puts up a weak effort there, swinging at some balls, and walks back to the dugout. Strikes out. So, we're in the top of the 3rd inning, 1-0 Houston. After yesterday's game, if you're just joining us, I did a preview of what happened in game number 24. Game number 24 was all Cardinals all the time. They had 7 home runs. It was almost like a game like they were playing in London. Not yet. Waiting for it. We'll do so e-games while DMing allows it. All right, well, let me know, brother. All right, brings up Descalso 0 for 1. 3-7. That's going to be a strikeout. So Descalso goes down on strikes. He doesn't strike out much. That brings up Freeze, who's 1 for 1. He singled his first time up. That's a 2-11, and that's going to be a fly ball to right. Hunter Pence makes it towards the line and is going to get the ball in time, and that is going to retire the Cardinals. We move on to the bottom of the third. Michael Bourne, he is, he was hit by the pitch first time up. That's right, we hit him. Yep, foul ball. Try that one again. That's a 5-6. He is a lefty, 5-6. That's a ground ball. That's hit to Tyler Green. It's short. He's going to scoop it up and throw in time. Okay. And that is going to bring up Angel Sanchez, who's 0 for 1. Oh, bounced straight out. Bounced that one down the line, but just foul. Sanchez did. Let's try that again. What is that? 4-6 righty. 4-6 right-hander. Oh, God, you're killing me. That's going to be a single. Another single. Back up the middle that time. Sanchez, C-Stealer, we're going to hold him on, but probably won't go anywhere. Hunter Pence, 1 for 1 with an RBI, first inning RBI. 4-8, he is a righty, 4-8, and that one is going to be a single 2 stars. As that one falls in, Rasmus has a hard time getting that one back in. And runner goes to third. So runners at first and third with 1 out. That brings up Carlos Lee. Carlos Lee. Oh, boy. Do we play in? Do we play back? We're going to play back. They get the run. They get the run. That's fine. Let's see about getting the double play. So we're not holding anybody on. Nobody's being held on. No one's playing. Nobody's being held on. And then and we're playing back. Okay, so no one's being held on, and we're playing back. 4-6 righty, 4-6, and there's the same spot. That's the second roll in a row. 4-6 right-hander. That's a single 2 stars, and that's going to score the run. And going to third is going to be Hunter, and it's 2-0 ball game. All right, same defense for the Cardinals. No one's being held on. Going for the double play. Come on, we're only down 2 runs. That brings up Brett Wallace. 6-8. 6-8. That's going to be a fly ball. That one's going to hit well, though. Rasmus going back to the warning track and makes the catch. Hunter Pence is going to tag up, though, and that one's going to score him on the fly ball to center. It's a 3-0 game. And that brings up Bill Hall. Bill Hall 1 for 1. 5-7. And that's going to be a strikeout. Strike him out. So they got a few good plays there. And remind me later. Thank you. They were able to play a couple runs there. But the Cardinals are only down 3-0. And they got the meat of their lineup coming up with Pujols, Holiday, and Berkman. So Dave Little's here as well. So thank you, Dave, and thank you to Tabletop Sports and Captain Carl, of course. So thank you guys, appreciate it. Pujols is 0 for 1. 3-9. 3-9. That's a ground ball. That one's hit down the line. Johnson. He snares it, throws it to first in time. Pujols out. That brings up Holiday. Holiday walked his first time up. 6'9" righty, 6'9", And that one's laced over the head of Hall at second base. It's going to bounce to Pence. And Holiday takes a wide turn at first, but he's going to hold at first. So one out single by Matt Holliday. It brings up Lance Berkman, walked his first time up. That's a 6-8, and I think that's going to be the same result. That's 2 6-8s in a row, although Lance Berkman actually is a switchy, so he's going to be left 6-8. And it's going to be a walk. Same result, it's just a walk instead of a single, though. I guess it does matter because instead of going to third, Holliday will only be at second base. So once again, the Cardinals start loading these bases up. Now they just need to get the hit. Colby Rasmus 1 for 1. 3-2, right-hander. 3-2 is a ground ball, second base. That one's going to Hall. He's going to flip it over to Sanchez. Sanchez steps on the bag, throws it to Wallace in time. 4-6-3 double play, and that is going to do it for the Cardinals. 4-6-6-3 double play. And that's the second time the Cardinals have had multiple people on base and hit into a double play. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Chris Johnson up. He's 0 for 1. 3-10. And that one is we're gonna call that an 11. And it's gonna matter because that one is hit in the gap. Rasmus Berkman, they're running after it. It's rolling all the way to the wall. It bounces in one of the stanchions. Berkman has trouble trying to get it. Rounding second, heading to third is Johnson. Berkman gets it in. Descalso relay, not in time. A lead-off triple for Chris Johnson. Not what the Cardinals needed to see at all there. And that brings up Humberto Quintero. Infield's going to play in. We can't let him have any more runs. So Quintero, who gave it a ride last time, just hit at the bottom of the wall. 3-9, and that one is hit well again. Whatever Kyle McClendon's doing, Humberto Quintero likes it, and that one is hit far, and that one is hit gone. Humberto Quintero, he's hit 2 balls really hard. The first one would have been a home run, but except for he has weak power against pitching. But this time he didn't need that as he got the roll on his card there. Home run, 1-11. And that is going to put the Houston Astros way out in front in this one. 5-0. With the pitcher spot due up, and that's going to be Nelson Figueroa. 3-9, and that is going to be a ground ball down to Freeze. Freeze waits on it and makes the easy throw, and that is going to be the first out of the inning, unfortunately. We go on. Michael Bourne, and I'm thinking about pulling McClendon here, but down 5, is it worth it? Michael Bourne. Corners are in. Freeze and Pujols are playing in because Michael Bourne, he's got that double A, and he's got the A on the bunt, so is he going to bunt? He might even try for a sack. Can he sack? How do you do a base hit bunt? Is that considered a sacrifice? Bump, 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 bump. I don't know. Oh, I hit the camera. That should wake some people up out there. All right. My number 2 would have to be him, Jim Abbott. Gibson was good, and it goes without saying. Gibson and Carlton Gibson throwing up in Eastern Ohio. My favorite pitcher was Kent Tuwicki. I even got an autographed ball my brother went to a card show when he was appearing at. So the question was, how do you do a bunt for a hit? Is that just a sacrifice on the sacrifice chart? Or is there a special chart for like bunting for a hit? Or can you not do that in advance? That's the other option. I don't know. Maybe you can't do that in advance. We'll give Tabletop Sports a second to reply back because I don't know if it might matter. Infield in, squeeze play, sacrifice, fly balls, ground balls, stealing, hit and run, and injury. So I don't see anything about bunt for a hit. Is worked into the bunt rating sacrifice. Oh, so you just sacrifice. Well, unless he rolls. Well, with the corners playing in, he's not going to try it anyway. So we'll just want to know for future reference. That's a 6 and a 9 and a lefty. 6 and a 9. That's a ground ball shortstop. X. That's Tyler Green. He's a 3E26. Uh-oh, 3 and a 6. That could be trouble. No, he'll get to that one. And Tyler Green's going to make the play. So good to see there. It's going to go 6-2-3. All right, let's see if Angel Sanchez has got some more for us. 1 for 2 today. 5-2. That's a ground ball second base X. That's just Kelsey. He's a 4E26. Probably okay. Second base E23. Yep, he's going to make that play. Look at him. Look at him go. Second to first, and that should retire the side. All right, so we're still in it. Found 5-0. Gerald Laird. Bases loaded in the top of the second inning, I think it was. Bases loaded. Grounds into the 4-2-3 double play, which killed us there. With nobody out, bases loaded, we ended up nobody scoring. So he's got a lot to make up for here. That's a 2-4, and that's going to be a single. So he's starting to make amends for his. He's a D stealer. They'll hold him on. And that brings up Tyler Green. He's an A stealer if we can get him on base. Tyler Green against Figueroa. 6-7, and that is against a right-hander. That was hit ground ball past Hall, and that one's going to roll out to center field. Bourne's on his way in. Laird takes a wide turn from second. Is he going to go? Yes, he's going to go. Bourne, no throw. He'll just toss it in. And the Cardinals have runners at the corners with nobody out. And away we go again. Third opportunity for the Cardinals, and they need to cash in. And that, my friends, is going to be it for McClendon. We're going to be bringing in a pinch hitter here. Not in this opportunity. We need a hit. So let's see who we have on the bench. We have Molina, Hamilton, Jay, Punto, and Terrio are the players we have on the bench. Somebody good against right-handers would be Mark Hamilton. So Mark Hamilton's going to come in and pinch hit for McClendon. Just didn't have it today. And the only way to get back in this is right here, right now. So Hamilton's coming in. Green's on first. Laird's on third. They gonna jet spark plugs. Don't sell themselves. Good night, all. Says Tabletop Sports Delaware. There's no strat rule for it, but some have homebrewed rules for it. Okay. So the question is, can you? So you can choose whether or not to hold the runners on. Correct. So, but you can't choose that option if you play in. You can't hold the runners, and so they're going to play back. They'll give up the run and then get this damn double play again. So Mark Hamilton, he's batting 250 on the season, 2 RBIs, only 1 strikeout. He's only had 4 at bats though, so don't get crazy. That's a 2-4, and that's what you're looking for. The 2 column on him, because everything else sucks. So the 2 column is actually a walk, so that worked out well for the Cardinals. And they somehow, some way have loaded the bases again. So nobody out, bases are loaded. That was a walk. That brings up the top of the lineup, Daniel Descalso, and Figueroa is tired already. Figueroa is tired. How many? He can only go 5, right? And this is the 5th inning. He's given up 3 hits and or walks. So Figueroa is tired. He can stay in, but the little dots are going to be singles. Do you leave him in is the question. I don't think so. I don't think he's not known for going very long. Let's see what happened in real life. You know, like the real life stuff. I'm going to have to move this sheet because I can't see when I have this sheet up. All right, in real life, if we look, Kyle McClendon went 5 2/3, and Nelson Figueroa went 5 innings. So both of them were pretty much done in the 5th inning. We were a little quick on the draw there, but I think we needed to. Fernando Abad, huh? Fernando Abad. He's really good against the lefties, though. We need someone that's, well, we do have a lefty, a righty, and a righty, and then a switch hitter coming up. So, Jeff Fulcino. Let's look at Jeff Fulcino. He throws right. What was his? He was a 5.71 ERA. Fernando Abad, where are you? What was your claim to fame? You throw left, 7.32 ERA. Del Rocio, what's your claim to fame? Enrico Del Rocio. So the question is, do you bring in a good lefty to get Descalso out, and then bring in a righty, so you're going to bring in a lefty to handle one dude? I mean, they do that all the time now, but is it worth it is the question. I mean, with bases loaded, this is the Cardinals' opportunity, I guess, if they're gonna bring in F. Abad because he came in the regular game. He is a +7 versus left-handers. So Descalso is a -13 right now. So let's see if I have Abad. I don't think I have Abad's card, so we're gonna have to go off the computer here for some reason. We're in. Nope, I don't have his card. So we're just gonna have to go off the computer. All right, here we go. Big spot of this bowl game. There's also results in the basic and advanced bunting chart that result in a batter beating it out. There is just no strat chart for bunting for a hit. Okay, I got you, my friend. Thank you for your help. Appreciate it. So bases juice, nobody out. Descalso against Fernando Abad, and let's hope he is really bad against Descalso here. It is a 3-11. Abad is a left-hander. 3-11. That is going to be a ground ball hit to second. Hall over to Sanchez. Sanchez over to Wallace, and not in time. But they do get the run out at second. So that is going to be a ground out. Descalso, actually, that's going to be a fielder's choice, even better. And it's going to go 4 to 6. Because they got Hamilton out at second. So it's 4-6 put out. So Descalso grounds it hard, but just not hard enough to get through. But a run does come in. 2 men still on for David Freese. 1 for 2 now. That brings up 3 right-handers. So a bad, not good against righties. So we're going to bring in somebody good versus right-handies. So who is that going to be is the question. Who do they have? Del Rosso is 3 against righties, so he's going to come in. It's about the best they have versus right-handers. Del Rocio. I think I have his card. Yep, there he is. Enrico Del Rocio. He's going up against David Freese. Tyler Green's at third. Descalso, he's taking his lead over at first. Defense is playing back again. They'll give up the run and then get this damn double play. And the Cardinals have hit into 2 of them so far. That is a 2-10. And that is a good call for David Freese. That is going in the gap, and Bourne and Pence are running after that one. It bounces off the wall, comes back into play. Bourne scoops it up and throws, and David Freese is headed to second. Here comes the throw. It's offline. Freese is in there with a double, 2 stars, and that keeps the train going for the Cardinals. Descalso is going to third, 2 stars, right. Okay. That brings up the heart of the lineup. Albert Pujols, 0 for 2 on the day. Runners at second and third. Now the question is, with only 1 out, do you walk the best hitter on the planet in 2011? Especially against right-handers. And take your chances with Matt Holliday? There's a base open. So you got no force play. And with Albert Pujols up, I think you're going to intentionally walk him. I would. I'm going to intentionally walk him. Yep, I think I'm going to intentionally walk him. There they go. They're going to intentionally walk him. That brings up Matt Holliday. They put up the 4 fingers, even though back in 2011 I don't think they had the auto walk. But Matt Holliday's 1 for 1 and also walked. So Del Rocio's got to pitch him carefully here. Descalso's at third. Freese is at second. Pujols, it's a 5-2 ball game. 6-8. He's a right-hander. 6-8, and that is a strikeout. Holliday swinging for the fences. Misses the pitch, and it goes in the catcher's glove. He holds on to it, Quintero, and there's now 2 outs. Defense plays at the edge of the grass now. I mean, they play back at the edge of the grass of the outfield. And Berkman is 0 for 0 because he hasn't had a bat yet because he's been walked twice. We'll take a walk. Walk would be fine. Berkman is a switch hitter. That is a 1-5, and against the righty, he's going to swing and miss. Lance Berkman, back-to-back strikeouts by Del Rocio, is going to get the Astros out of this mess. All right, so that brings up Kyle McClendon is going to be done. So who is going to come in? We got a righty, and then a lefty coming up. Let's see. I think we're going to bring in. We're going to bring in Miguel Bautista. Miguel Bautista's coming in. He did pitch in this real game. So Miguel Bautista against Hunter Pence. Hunter Pence is 2 for 2 with an RBI. So we don't need any more of his nonsense. 1-7, and he's going to walk against the righty. Damn. 1-7 walks him. That is not the way to start the inning off after you just got 2 runs, boys. He's a C, so we will hold him. He's only going to be a -1, though. C -1 takes him to a 50-50 shot. Bautista's a 0. Laird's a +1. So he could take off if he wanted to, but Carlos Lee's up. Carlos Lee is 326 on the season, 6 home runs. And I think he had 2 home runs in the game that Pujols hit 4 home runs. Carlos Lee hit 2 home runs. So let's not have that happen again. 311. God. That's going to be a single into center field. Pence, he's a 16. Drops him down to a 15 because he's being held. +1 for Rasmus. I'm sorry. I got to look at Pence's running, not his stealing. His running. Yeah, he's a 1-16 run. Okay. So 16 to run. Being held -1. Rasmus is a +1, so it'd be a 1-16 to go to third with nobody out. Didn't even risk it with nobody out? I don't think so. I think we'll just take the single. Yeah, take the single. So first 2 men aboard against Bautista here. Not what we needed. That brings up Wallace, Brent Wallace, the lefty. 6 and a 8. 6-8 against the lefty. 6-8. That's a fly ball. That one's headed out to Rasmus. He's going to come in and make a nice diving stop on it. And that's going to hold the runners. That would have dropped in. That would have been very sad. That brings up Bill Hall. 147 average. That's a 1-9. And he's going to strike out against Bautista. So Bautista fighting back. Fighting back. He needs 1 more out here, boys. 1 more. Can you do it? Chris Johnson, 1 for 2 with a triple. 5-2 is your score. 1-6, and that is a 1-4 single. Otherwise, it's ground ball to second. And Descalso is going to pick it up, throw it to Pujols, and that's going to retire the side. So after the first 2 men get on, whew, Johnson's out. You're going to go to second. It's no, you're going to go to yeah, you go to second. You go to third, and it went 4-2-1 or 3 or whatever the hell it is. So, all right, we're going to the 6th. Del Rocio versus Rasmus. Ooh, hit that one foul. That would have been a walk too. 6, 7, 8, 6-8, and that is going to be a flying ball. Lefty right field, Hunter Pence. He's going to make the catch. So instead of a walk, it ended up being a fly out to right. Gerald Lair, all because it bounced out of the track. Gerald Lair, 1 for 2, scored a run. 5 and 5 and a 7. He is a right-hander. 5 and a 7 is a fly ball. That one's going out to Bourne in center field. He's going to make the catch. Fly out to center. And that brings up Tyler Green. 1 for 2. Tyler Green. Ooh. Try that again. That's a 5-5 righty. 5-5 and walked him. So Tyler Green walks on 4 straight pitches. Walks him. That brings up the pitcher spot. So I think we have to pull Bautista, of course. And we're going to bring in. Who are we going to bring in? Actually, Tyler Green might try and steal, actually. What's Tyler Green's steal rating? He's an A stealer. And an A stealer. And he actually goes up. Del Rosio's a +9. Quintero's a -1 and -2 for holding him is a -3 and a +9. So he's going to go up 5 points. That goes from a 1 to 15 to a 1 to 20. I'm assuming you can only go to 1 to 19, but Tyler Green, he's going to try and steal against Del Rosio for sure, for sure. Yep, he's got it. So that's going to be a stolen base for Tyler Green. So now the question is, what do we do about Bautista? I think we're going to be bringing in someone that can hit right-handers. That is going to be, for Bautista, coming in is going to be Nick Punto. Nick Punto comes in off the bench. Cardinals wasting a lot of position players here early in this game. We haven't even got to the 7th inning yet. Brings up Nick Punto against Del Rosio. 4-6. He's going to switch hits, so he's going to be lefty. 4-6 lefty's a walk, so might have worked. Might have been a good option so far. So far, it's been a good option. That brings up Descalso now. Descalso's 0 for 3. He's a left-hander. Del Rosio. How many more pitchers we got out there? Not too many, I don't think. We used a bad. We used Del Rosio. We got Fucino and Valdez and Rodriguez if we need them. But like I said, we're only in the 6th inning. With 2 outs, they're going to try and leave Del Rosio out there and see if he can get through this inning because he's due up second, so we don't want to waste a pitcher spot. Del Rosio needs to get this out. 1-9, right-hander, 1-9, and does it as Descalso swings and misses. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. And that's going to do it for the Cardinals. Now, the Cardinals need to make some adjustments here. Unfortunately, it's going to be Mott. Jason Mott is coming in. Jason Mott, where are you, my friend? Jason Mott, there you are. All right, so Jason Mott comes in to face off against Humberto Quintero. He's been up twice. He had almost 2 home runs. The first one hit at the base of the wall. The second one went over the wall. So he's hit 2 balls really freaking hard. So let's see if we can try something new, guys. 6-6 righty. 6-6. There we go. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. That's what we wanted to see. A little better there, boys. So Quintero's down. Del Rosio's going to be pulled. Who is he going to be pulled for? Now that's another good question. And the home team's got, they got some crazy names is what they got. Inglett, Tolles, Downs, Bergerossi, and Bugashevich, something like that. Brian Bugashevich, he's really good against right-handers. So Brian Bugashevich Bugachevic is going to come in. Again, Clinton Parks is probably pulling his hair out, and we love it. All right, Brian Bujevic. Something like that. He's coming in to face off against Mott. We're in the bottom of 6, 5-2. That is a 3-5, and that is not a good column. That is a strike 3 call. So Bujevic out on strikes. Foul tipped that one right in the catcher's mitt, and that is going to be another strikeout. So Jason Mott comes in and gets 2 strikeouts. That brings up Michael Bourne, who's 0 for 2. Michael Bourne 0 for 2. 5-6 lefty. 5-6 strikes him out. So Jason Mott comes in and strikes out the freaking side. That's the way to do it. He pumps his fist as they head back out. And we got us. What do we got going on here? Oh, Fucino is coming in. Fucino is coming in because the other guy's out. Fulcino. Where's Fulcino? Do I have Fulcino's card? Nope. Looks like Fulcino's card is AFK. Fulcino. Jeff Fulcino. I think we looked him up last time in 2011. Oh, he might actually be with San Diego. Let's look in San Diego's pile and see if he's in the San Diego. Because he played for San Diego as well. San Francisco, Pittsburgh, Chicago, Colorado, Florida, Washington, Milwaukee, Arizona, Philadelphia, Atlanta, Cincinnati, Los Angeles, New York, and then San Diego on the very bottom. Of course it is. Now we need to find Fulcino. No, that's not it. Let's see. Richard's gone. Hermedia. Jeff Fulcino, right there he is. So Jeff Fulcino is going to come in to pitch for your Houston Astros. He gets traded to San Diego later on. What do they call? Spoiler alert. That's what I meant to say. Spoiler alert. He gets traded to San Diego later on. Jeff Fulcino against David Freese, righty-righty matchup. David Freese is 2 for 3 with a double. 5-3 righty, 5-3. It's ground ball pitcher X. Fulcino is a 4-0. If he can get to it, he doesn't make an error. The question is, can he get to it? Pitcher 4. We need a 1, 2, 3, or 4 is what we need. It's a 6. Damn it. That's going to be a G3, so we're just going to assume that he grounds to the pitcher. Ground out, pitcher to first. So Freeze is out of there. That brings up Pujols 0 for 2 with a walk. Come on, Albert. We need to get things rolling, Albert. 3-7. Fucino's a right-hander. 3-7 is a walk. The only thing on his 3 column is the 3-7, and that's a good one. We'll take a walk. Take a walk on the wild side. Hey, babe. Take a walk on the wild side. Fucino's also +9. Good Lord. Even Pujols could steal on him. He's a C stealer. That's 1 to 11, and you add 5 to that because a +9 and a -1 and a -2 for being held is a -3 and a +9 is still a +6. You can only get a +5. So 1 to 11 +5 is going to be 1 to 16. Pujols is going. He's going on the pitch. It's in there close, but Pujols holds on the bag. And that is a stolen base by Albert Pujols. Whoa, Nilly. All right, he's in scoring position now for Matt Holliday. 1 for 2 with a walk. Matt Holliday. Come on, Matt. 5-9, righty, 5-9, strikes him out. Strike 3 called. So 2 away. Come on, Berkman now. Lance Berkman. He's got 2 walks. No more walking. Let's get it. Let's get it. 6-5. He's going to be a switchy, so left-hander. 6-5. Lefty strikes him out, and that's going to do it. So the Cardinals, so close, but yet so far away. We go trivia time here. In 1966, take me out to the bowl game. In 1966, what relief pitcher struck out a record 11 batters in one World Series game? In 1966, what relief pitcher struck out a record 11 batters in one World Series game? So if you know who played in the World Series in 1966, the year I was born, this would have been, let's see, September. I was born in April, so I was about, what, 4 or 5 months old. All right, Jason Mott, he's out there to pitch some more. We're in the bottom of the 7th. I'll give everyone a chance again. In 1966, what relief pitcher struck out a record 11 batters in one World Series game? And Mott is going up against Michael Bourne. No, he made it out, so it's going to be Sanchez. Right. Sanchez is 1 for 3. That is a 3-6. Not a good column. That's a ground ball hit to short. Green comes in, makes the play. Ground out, 6-3. And that brings up Hunter Pence. He's been a real pence in my butt. 2 for 2 with an RBI. Also a walk. Captain Carl says the Dodgers and Oilers. The Dodgers and the Baltimore Orioles played in 1966 World Series. That is correct, Captain Carl. That is correct. Now, which one of these pitchers struck out 11? What relief pitcher? So it's not a starting pitcher; it's a relief pitcher. Struck out 11 batters in one World Series game. I just maybe gave it away, but Hunter Pence 2 for 2. Come on, let's get him out. That's a 3-7, and that is going to be a ground ball to first. It's a 20-sider. Finally failed them. It's a 1-13 single. We rolled a 15, so Pujols is going to snag that one. He says, not this time, my friend. Oh, no. Not this time. It's going down to Pujols, and he's going to snag that. 2-way now for Carlos Lee. Come on now. What relief pitcher struck out a record 11 batters in one World Series game in 1966? All right, Carlos Lee's 2 for 3. Maybe we just intentionally walked this son of a gun. 2-3, and that's not a good column for him, actually. So he popped him up off the end of his bat. Descalso at the edge of the outfield track and makes the catch. Side retired. So got Carlos Lee to finally get a stinking out. And we go to the 8th. Still 5-2. I'll take a shot at Jim Brewer, says Captain Carl. Todd B has also stopped by, so thanks, Todd, for stopping by. Just give Todd B just a quick second if he wants to answer the trivia question. In 1966, what relief pitcher struck out a record 11 batters in one World Series game? I'll give you just a few seconds, and I'll give you guys the answer here. Colby Rasmus, 1 for 3. 5-2 is your score. That's a 1-9, and he's a right-hander, 1-9, and that one is hit well. It falls in front of Lee, and Lee scoops it up, throws it to second, and holds Rasmus to a single. But it is a leadoff single by the Cardinals single. And Colby Rasmus is a C Steeler. So I think they're going to send him against Fulicino. +9, -1, -2 for being held. That's a -3 and a +9 is going to take him from 11 to a 16. So he's going to go on the pitch. Come on. Be good to me. Oh, no! Rasmus is thrown out. Caught stealing. Are you kidding me? Rasmus, you catcher to, we'll just call it short. That's fine. Gerald Lair, that's the kind of game it is sometimes. Rats, I'm wrong, says Captain Carl. You were wrong. It wasn't Jim Brewer. The actual answer was Mo Dombrowski of the Orioles against the LA Dodgers. So Mo Dombrowski of the Orioles struck out, a relief pitcher struck out 11 batters in one World Series game. Gerald Lair, 1 for 3. I cannot believe Colby Rasmus sucks so bad. 5-6 righty, 5-6, and that one is hit well. Once again, they're going to hold him to a single, though. The 20-sider, it hates me. It hates me. Guess we shouldn't have tried to steal because that was a single 2 stars. He would have went to third base. But if the steal was successful, he would have been in. So that brings up Tyler Green. 1 for 2. Laird, what's Laird's claim to fame? He's a D stealer. That's a 1-9. Add 5 to that. It's a 1-14. That's a, what is that, a 50, 60%? Laird, it might be his only attempt at a steal all season. He did have 1 stolen base and was caught stealing once, so I think we're just going to leave him on, though. Tyler Green, 1-8. Strikes him out, didn't matter, could steal all the way around, so struck him out. Well, that's only the second out, though. But that does bring up the pitcher spot, which kind of sucks. We're going to have to pull Mott. I don't want to, but we're going to have to. And that's going to bring in... I guess we're going to bring in John Jay. I got to bring in John Jay. I don't want to, but I guess I have to. There's John Jay. John Jay is going to come in and pinch hit for Mott. Fucino's trying to get through this inning. We're in the top of the 8th. That's a 4-3 lefty. 4-3, fly ball, right field X. That's Pence. He's a 2-7. A 2 and a 6. That's going to be interesting. A 2 and a 6. Nope, it's still an F2. Damn it. And he's a 7. And what do we roll? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We rolled an 11 on an E7. Then there is no 11, so that's going to be a fly ball out there. And not what the doctor ordered. So John Jay will be done. That means we need to bring in a pitcher. Looks like it's going to be... we got Wallace, the lefty, coming out. So it looks like, again, if we're going to pull in Trevor Miller, we got to do it when there's a left-hander out there because he's good against lefties, not so much against righties, though. So we'll bring in Miller. Cardinals do not feel like they're out of this one. They're only 3 runs down. As bad as all the dice rolls have gone against them, they don't feel like they're out of this one. So Miller against Wallace, lefty. 1-3 lefty is going to be a ground ball down to Poole. So the move pays off. That's going to be a, what was that? That's a ground out down to first. All right. So Wallace is out. Brings up Bill Hall. They're going to leave Miller in as long as he can get an out or two. That would be nice. 2-7. That's not a good column, lefty. 2-7 strikes him out. So strikeout there. That brings up Chris Johnson. Chris is the third baseman. He's batting .337 on the season. I don't see you pulling him. He's 1 for 3 with a triple. 6-11, and that's going to be against a right-hander. 6-11. It's a fly ball left field. Holliday's going to make the catch, and the Cardinals have their chance coming into the ninth. It's all up to what they can do now. And they're going to be making a call to pen is what's happening as McClendon's coming in. I believe that's their closer. That's not good. McClendon. Come on. There he is. Mark McClenkin. Melankin. Mark Melankin, I think is how you pronounce it. Something close to that. And if I'm off a little bit an octave here or there, you know, we just get over it. Mark McClendon. He's going up against Descalso. Descalso's a lefty. He does good against righties, so he's going to leave Descalso in there. He's over 4, but Descalso, if he's going to get things started, now is the time. Daniel Descalso. Mo Howard, Mo Vaughn. Only 2 Mo's I know. Descalso, 0 for 4. Top of 9, 110. That is not a good column for him, though. Damn, he's a right-hander, 110. Ground ball, second base. That's going to be Hall. And that's a good throw, and that's going to be a good out. The Cardinals down their last 2 outs. Trying to get to the meat of the order, so David Freese, 2 for 4 with the double. 6-5 right-hander, and that's going to be good. 6-5. It's ground ball to shortstop. Sanchez, he gets that one on the bounce, throws it over, and gets him by a step. That brings up Pujols having a bad day. He's 0 for 2 with 2 walks. Pujols can't beat you right now with no one on, so they're just going to pinch to him. Mark McClendon against Albert Pujols. 5-10, right-hander, 5-10, and that's going to be it. Fly ball. Hits it out to left field. Carlos Lee heads towards the line, makes the catch, tosses the ball in the stand, sends the happy fan home happy, and the Astros take this one 5-2. Let's get this box score and send you guys over to the desktop. There we go. And I got to save this before I forget. This is game 25, and that was not a good game. 25. All right. Well, there you go. Let's see. Catcher Humberto Quintero connected with the big fly to 2 RBIs as the Houston Astros defeated the St. Louis Cardinals by a score of 5-2 at Minute Maid Park. Houston took the lead off of Kyle McClendon in the first inning. Playing in an isolated run, Houston banged out 9 hits for the night. Jeff Felicino allowed no runs in 2 innings and picked up the victory. Mark McClendon recorded his 4th save. McClendon, 0-1, was charged with the loss. He was not very effective, surrendering 5 runs in 4 innings. Houston, who has been struggling lately, moved their record to 9-16, and they are now 2-8 in their last 10 games. St. Louis has a record of 17-8 after this loss. That's right, we are 17-8, and even with this loss, let's check out the league stats. Here we are. New York Yankees 17-5, got a 5-game lead on Boston, 5.5 against Tampa. In the Central, White Sox 4.5 over Kansas City and Detroit. In the West, 18-7 Texas. I wonder who they play in the World Series. They're 3 games up in Oakland. In the East, National League, it's Braves 1.5 over the Marlins, 3.5 over the Mets. In the Central Division, the Cardinals, and even with the loss, are 1.5 games up on Milwaukee with a 17-8 record. In the West, the Dodgers still a game and a half up on Colorado, 2.5 up on San Diego with a 15-11 record. And there you go, our replay of 2011. The Tribe are, yes, as someone had mentioned the other day, the Tribe are a pitiful 6-18, opposite of what they were in real life. They were 16-8 in real life. There's, well, I guess it technically is an opposite, but 10 more losses than wins than they had in real life. Let's say that, okay? Washington is also 8-16, not very good. And in real life they were 11-13, which is a little bit better. Let's see any other weird coincidences that we can see out there. Colorado actually started in real life 16-7, but they're only 12-11 in the replay, so 5 games back what they did in real life. Yeah, and even Texas, look at that, Texas 18-7. 3 games better than they were, and they were really good in real life, 15-10. So, anyways, that's it for tonight. Thank you, one and all, for coming out. Captain Carl, Todd B, Tabletop Sports, Delaware, Dave Little, and I think that's it. Yep. All right. Well, we'll be back. Let's see. Let's check this Cardinals schedule. Let's not get ahead of ourselves now, folks. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I think that was the last game against Houston. Am I not correct on that? Let's see. That was game number what? 28. That was game number 25, right? Is that what that was? Yes. All right. So we're done with Houston. Yay. All right, we go to Atlanta. Ooh, the first place Braves. We go to Atlanta and take on the Atlanta Braves for 3 games. So Houston and Atlanta, and then back home, we take 4 against the Marlins and then 3 against Milwaukee. So that's our upcoming schedule if you are keeping track. So we will see you guys in Atlanta, Georgia for the next game. Until then, have a great evening. We'll see everyone very, very soon. Take care.